Welcome guys to my new video. In this video I want to start explain for you the inheritance in object-oriented programming. So like my video, subscribe to my channel and let's start. Is inheritance the capability of a class to derive properties and characteristics from another class is called inheritance. Inheritance is one of the most important features of object-oriented programming. Inheritance is one of the key features of object-oriented programming in C++. It allows us to create a new class or the derived class from an existing class or the base class, like here in this picture, derived class from the base class. Now let's see the syntax of the inheritance. First, we have a class, a derived class name, and the access specifier and the base class name, and the body under the braces. The class is the keyword to create a new class. Here, for example, class car. Derived class, a class name is the name of the new class, which will inherit the base class, and the access specifier, either or private, public, or protected. If neither is specified, private is taken as default, and the base class name is the name of the base class. Let's see an example. Like here, include iostream, include string, using namespace std. First, the base class is class vehicle. Public is a public class. String brand. I have a brand for a car, for example. Void home, and second, we have the derived class, the class car. It's from the base class, base vehicle. This is the inheritance. String model, Mercedes, and finally the main function. Car, my car don't work, and we have to output the content on the screen. The car is Mercedes, and finally return 0. Now the inheritance access. The various ways we can derive classes are known as access modes. These access modes have the following effects. First, public. Public, if a derived class is declared in public mode, then the members of the base class are inherited by the derived class just as they are. In private, all the members of the base class become private members in the derived class. Protected, the public members of the base class become protected members in the derived class. Now we need to see an example about public, private, and protected. Here we have a C++ implementation to show that a derived class doesn't inherit access to private data members. It does inherit a full parent object. First, we have class A, public integer x, protected integer y, and private integer z. Class B is inherit of public A. X is public, y is protected, and z is not accessible from B because it's private. In class C is protected A, X is protected, and Y is protected by Z is not accessible from C because it is private. In class D is a private class. X is private, Y is private, but Z is not accessible from D because it is private. When the integer is private, it's not able to accessible from all this class here. Now the below table summarized above three modes. and shows the access specifier of the members of the base class in the subclass when derivative is public, protected, and private mode. First, we have the base class member access specifier public. If is the inheritance is public, and public it's public, protected and public it's protected, private and public it's private. When the base class is protected, protected and public is protected, protected and protected is protected, protected with private is private. And when the base class is member, the base class is private, private with public it's not accessible, it's hidden. Private with protected it's not accessible also, and private with private it's not accessible. This is the table of the access specifier of the member of the base class. Now let's see the composition. In object-oriented programming language, object composition is used for objects that has a relationship with each other. Like here, we have a relationship between class B and class A. Here I use the composition. The composition is like this, like a flash. The syntax: class A, body of class A, class B, A, object A, public, B, argument list, and object A, argument list 1. In the classes given above, B use object of class A as its data members. B is a complex class that use a simple class A. That's all about the composition and the inheritance in object-oriented programming in C++ programming language. Exercise 1. Write a C++ program to implement a class called shape with virtual member functions for calculation area and parameter. Derive classes such as a circle, a rectangle, and triangle from the shape class and override virtual functions accordingly. First of all, I need to define a base class named shape. In this base class, I need to define two functions, calculate area and calculate parameter. Next step, I need to define if derivative class named circle inheriting from shape. In this class, I need to define the radius, and I need to calculate the area of the circle and the parameter of the circle. Second step, I need to define another derivative class named rectangle inheriting from shape class. I need to define the length and width, and I need to calculate the area and the parameter. Next, I need to define another class named triangle. Is the derivative class inheriting from shape. In this class, I need to define the side 1, side 2, and side 3, and I need to calculate the area and the parameter also. And finally, I need to go to the main function. In the main function, I need to define the circle, rectangle, and the triangle, and I need to print all the results on the screen. It's mean calculate and display the area and parameter on the screen, and finally return 0. Now let's see how to write the code, and let's start with hashtag include iostream and hashtag include cmath, because here I have mathematical functions. Now I need to define the p. P is equal to 3.14. Now let's define a base class named shape. Class shape is a base class. Now public now virtual double calculate area equal to 0. It's a virtual member function to calculate the area, and now I need to write the virtual member function to calculate the parameter. Const equal to 0. The class shape or the base class is ended here. Now I need to define a derivative class named circle. Class circle, it's a public shape it's a derivative class from shape. Now in private I need to define the radius here, double radius. It's a private member variable to store the radius of the circle. And now in public I need to constructor the circle class, a circle double radius red. And now double calculate area const overwrite. It's return the area of the circle is P time radius power 2. This is how to calculate the area of the circle. Okay, this is the area of the circle. Now I need to calculate the parameter. Double calculate parameter and const overwrite. Return it's 2 time P time radius. Here we have calculate parameter This is the first derivative class about the circle. Now, a new derivative class about the rectangle. Class rectangle public shape. This is a derivative class inheriting from shape. Now, private double length and double width. This is in private. Now in public, we have two constructed from a rectangle class and rectangle double length and double width. Now let's calculate the area and double calculate area const override return and time width. Here I calculate the area. Now let's calculate the parameter and double parameter const override and return to time length plus width. Calculate parameter. Now the same steps for the new derivative class triangle. Class triangle is public shape. Here also is a derivative class inheriting from shape. Class triangle and private double side 1 double side 2 and double side 3. In public, triangle double S1 double S2 and double S3. Side 1 S1, side 2 S2 and side 3 S3. Now let's calculate the area and the perimeter, and first double calculate area const override double S equal side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 divided by 2. Here I calculate the area. That's the semi-perimeter. Now the area is return S time S minus side 1 time S minus side 2 time S minus side 3. This is the calculate the area. And now double calculate perimeter const and override. Return side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. This is the parameter. Now let's go to the main function and integer main. Now let's create an instance of different shape, circle, rectangle, and a triangle. And let's start with circle. Circle, for example, 7.0. Here I create a circle object with a radius 7. It's a 7.0. Rectangle, 4.2 and 8.0. It's a rectangle with a length 4.2 and width 8. And finally, triangle, 4.0, 4.0 also, and 3.2. This is a triangle with a side 1 is 4, side 2 4, and side 3 is 3.2. Now let's calculate and display the area and the perimeter of each shape. Cout circle, cout area, circle dot calculate area, cout parameter, and circle dot calculate parameter. And the same as for the rectangle, cout rectangle here the cout area, rectangle dot calculate area, and parameter cout parameter, it's rectangle dot calculate parameter. Now for the triangle, cout triangle and cout area, triangle dot calculate area, and cout parameter, triangle dot calculate parameter. And finally return 0. This is our C++ program in object-oriented programming. In this program I defined three shapes, and these three shapes I calculate the area and parameter of these three shapes. For today, don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. And to get the PDF course, join my Telegram channel. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you later.